Hello everybody and welcome to a feedback video. I just finished the dungeon Eye of Azshara. I'm not ready to do a full dungeon video on it, but I already had some feedback on this one. It's not a topic everyone's going to be agreeing with me on, and honestly it might become my most disliked video I've ever released to date. But it's something I think Blizzard needs to address. We're in the beta right now for Legion, and people are already finding ways around trash packs and go right to bosses. They're also taking advantage of the teleport out and teleport to dungeon feature. Now, granted, if you walk to the dungeon as a full party, you wouldn't have this, but most players are going to be using the dungeon finding tool, so I can see them using it. So what happened? I zoned into the dungeon, and at first I can't see the players. I'm thinking it's a bug. If you've seen any of my other videos, once you load into an area, sometimes it takes a few moments for the game to catch up and say, hey, there's people around you. But then I noticed that they're all not here and they're up past all the trash in front of me. Then someone says in chat that they're at the first boss. And then I thought maybe it's a bug that, since I'm a new player in the group, that the trash respawned for some reason. And maybe it's just showing for me. That was until I saw a potential clear path from the starting area to the first boss. So I took it. This is where I won't be liked, but skipping trash in dungeons is annoying. You end up being more worried about pulling something trying to avoid trash than when you're actually just pulling it. So Blizzard, if you want to skip trash, you want to give us ways to skip trash, then just remove it from in front of us. Don't even put it there. Just let us zone in, and let us walk the path to the first boss, and you're golden. Now, when we were running this stuff a few months in Legion, and I've ran this place for the 10th billionth time, well, I hate that I made this feedback video if it's corrected. Oh yeah, I'll hate it.
Let's go.
But
This moisture
I think for overall the game and for the immersion, I think it'll make it better. However, am I saying you shouldn't be able to skip any trash? No. In the video, we're walking down a path, and we cut through a grassy area to get to the next boss. We skip some trash that way. But that looks like an intended path to go, because we went that path and we had to still fight mobs. Also, the feature I hate the most and seeing it used a lot is the teleport out and teleport to dungeon feature. People are using this to get around encounters, around trash. Have I used this in-out feature before? Yes. However, it was after completing a dungeon quest, and the quest gives at the beginning of the dungeon, and we just completed the dungeon. So I'll teleport out, teleport in, turn my quest in, leave the instance group. If we want this teleport in, teleport out feature to stay, I think what should happen is wherever you teleport out at, when you teleport back into the dungeon, it puts you right back there. That way you can still go out to repair, get something out of your bank, or the new way the talents are working, it can be a rested area or have items made by scribers. You can go change that talent. If you don't have those items, you can come back. But this is my feedback on I guess you would say the overall environment of the dungeon. I've only ran it one time, so I'm not ready to make, again, like I said, an entire dungeon video on it yet. But I can say the fights look really epic. The zone looks great. Just that skipping feature is annoying. And not because I'm trying to level up, not because I pulled a trash mob when I shouldn't have. It just makes more stress, it feels like, trying to skip this stuff. So, I'm hoping it's up to being flamed. If you agree or disagree, put in the comments below why. If you like this skipping feature, let me know why. If you don't like it, again, let me know why. I just don't think it has a... It doesn't add to the environment, doesn't add to the atmosphere, doesn't add to the immersion. Being able to walk into this dungeon, being these heroes, trying to stop the Brain Legion and having to fight through minions. To, you know what? If I killed you guys be weaker, but path of least resistance, I'm going to take that.
It is too far away.
But thank you so much for watching. Until next time, later.